So what's up everyone, happy Warframe Gaming. So who is very excited over the next major expansion for Warframe, namely the Fortuna Expansion? Now this is the next major expansion following the previous one, which of course was the Plains of Eidolon expansion, which basically made the game explode in terms of popularity. And I thought in the beginning that this was going to be yet another Plains of Eidolon sort of expansion, only this time it's going to be in Venus, but man was I wrong, and thankfully so. So during this year's TennoCon, just recently, Digital Extremes released some of the previews to the Fortuna expansion, and wow! Some of that stuff looks amazing! So yeah, just like the Plains of Eidolon, I think the Fortuna expansion is going to be kind of like an open sandbox, large area compared to the the individual missions that you see in Venus currently. And of course, within that area, supposedly, I think you could do a lot of the individual quests and various things like you have in the Plains of Eidolon. And similar to Cetus, I think there's going to be a town associated with the Fortuna expansion in Venus. However, there are some interesting, updates with regards to this. And one of the interesting ones is, of course, the hoverboard riding. And supposedly, you're going to be able to ride hoverboard vehicles in this one. And it'll be interesting to see how popular this one gets. I remember in the Plains of Eidolon, you were able to ride those Grenier things. I forgot what they're called. And steal them and hijack them and, ride them yourself. And as interesting as it was, I don't think it really ever caught on. I'm hoping the hoverboard expansion turns out to be a little bit more popular than the Grenier hijacking one. However, Digital Extremes, being who they are, was not going to sit back and just do the same old thing in a different location. They wanted to bring out a new expansion with some major changes, and wow, that major change looks amazing. So this major update is kind of titled as the Railjack. And it seems to be the kind of the Eidolon hunting equivalent for Venus. And it basically starts out, from what I can figure, with kind of a space attack on the town. A capital ship, a Corpus capital ship, emerges in space around the orbit of Venus and starts attacking from space on the town.
Oh, Tenno, you've crossed a line, and by the void, you'll regret it.
And as you can see, the town starts getting attacked by the Corpus. Now, of course, typically you wouldn't be able to defend against that, against the capital ship up in space, except that, of course, Digital Extremes can now introduce the newest member to the Warframe arsenal, which seems to be this gigantic Orkin interceptor, as you see here. Now, unlike a lot of typical games that you see, once you board the ship, it doesn't cut to a smaller version of this interceptor. You basically get to pilot this all the way up into space from its interior, which I think is phenomenal. And once you're in the ship, your first task is to run all the way up to the bridge and take over the controls and pilot this ship all the way out into space, to reach the capital ship. And once again, unlike a lot of other games which would cut to a cutscene of the ship flying out into space, this one seems to now have a smooth transition from going from the surface of the planet all the way out into space. And wow, this looks seriously amazing. Now, from what it looks like, this Railjack mission seems to be the next evolution in the raid missions. Of course, Digital Extremes removed the old raid missions, which got a few people a little bit upset. But in any case, this one might be a nice replacement for that, because once you get out into space and meet the capital ship, you do need a team and the team needs to be able to coordinate with each other. There's going to be somebody who's going to be piloting the ship and taking care of the tacticals, somebody who's going to be taking care of the weapons, and then the other two who basically can infiltrate the actual capital ship to take down its defenses so that the interceptor can actually take it out. And so from initial look, I think this looks like a really cool mission. It really takes advantage of a lot of the various components in Warframe, whether it's the new piloting of the ship, the standard Warframe, parkour battling style, or the Arcwing capability that you need to go from your interceptor all the way to infiltrate the capital ship. And yeah, I mean, this turns out to be a really nice next step to this actual game. And yeah, Digital Extremes is pretty darn good these days in being able to extend what they have and use it to make the game even better in the future. And wow, this thing looks amazing, and I am really looking forward to being able to play this in the future. Yeah, so in any case, I'm really looking forward to this new expansion. This looks like a amazing expansion to an already amazing game. And it's always still hard to believe that this is free to play. Now, for people who haven't played Warframe, this may be hard to believe. The only way I could say that this is really a free to play is I myself, over the 4 years that I've played this game, I've never ever had to buy anything through any sort of microtransaction. I have bought things, but basically they're on my own choice and they have nothing to do with the actual gameplay. I once bought platinum when I already had 2,000 platinum, just to say thank you to the developers. And the other stuff is mostly all just Tenogen items, which are just skins. And so, yeah, I mean, considering that I'm basically closing in on, Mastery ranking 20, and I don't particularly farm for Mastery ranking. So, yeah, I mean, even if you casually play the game like I do, yeah, you could get far in this game and enjoy having a good time while you're, climbing up through the ranks. Playing this game. So I've always found Warframe to be a really nice game to play. And considering all the recent controversies that are going on with the major developers with regards to things like microtransactions, it's really nice to see a game developer continue to develop the game considering the quality of the game, commitment to the game. And Digital Extremes, you have done a really nice job in developing this game, and I really have enjoyed this, and I look forward to playing more of it in the future. In any case, if you have never played Warframe before, this might be a good time for you to consider looking into it, at least if you're interested in, some of the cutscenes that not the cutscenes, actually, the gameplay scenes that you actually saw here. And if you are a veteran of the game, I would like to hear from you what you think about the game. Yeah, please post any comments with regards to how you feel about this upcoming expansion and where you think Warframe is going in the future. And in any case, thank you very much for watching the video. I'll post the link to Digital Extremes' actual, promotion preview trailer for this Fortuna expansion in the description section. And I would suggest that if you're interested and like the scenes that you saw here, to see the entire thing. It's actually much, much more than what you see here. In any case, thank you very much, and I hope you continue to join us in our Warframe adventure. I will continue to post more Warframe videos in the future. And until the next video, happy hunting, happy waiting for the new expansion, happy crafting, I should say. And as always, Jaya, nice day, everyone.